I feel like I've been doing this with all my videos. I started off by saying it's been a long time. It actually has, but it hasn't been intentional. I just want to give you like a little farm update. We're going out of winter, coming into springtime. So we've been very busy planting at the farm. So here's one house. I'm gonna get some tomatoes in next week when it just gets a little bit warmer. Here you go right here. We have kale. The irrigation is on, so y'all can see the mini wobblers. But we have kale that I planted, but I actually need to tarp it over. Here's one of the tarps now, right here. But I need to tarp it over and get the tomatoes in. We already have the trellising in here, so I want to put them in here. And then we have some kale on the left and the right that's gonna come in and be really, really bountiful for us. If you look closely at it, you can see the spacing is off between the first probably 40 feet and the last 60 feet. The reason that is because I was, I'm gonna turn the water off now, but I was actually burning the tarps without the guide that I use. And it's actually a little bit easier, I think, once you just get used to it and know where you want the holes at. So if you do wanna buy a pre-made tarp, I can see why, but I think that you could get away with burning yourself if you just pay attention to the spacing. And I just have to turn the water off. The reason that I decided to go with that spacing was because the plants have more space when they get older or when they grow to push their leaves out. Everything else is typically around 8 inches. Well, they can grow that way, but I just wanted to test to see which one was more efficient. So I just went ahead and did that. Here we have another tunnel. So as you can see, the student didn't destroy the farm. He actually did a really good job. We have some chard here, some transplants here on this row, right here. Then we have some cilantro right here, this row right here. Then we have some celery here. And then we have some dino kale. And as you can see, I'm putting more of my leafy greens on the outer walls. This house doesn't get too cold, so I have chard, but I typically like to put my hardier crops on the end walls as we transition in. Here we have some more, we have some items. We have some celery here on this row. My space was a little bit off. You'll be able to see it on video. But we're gonna get some more dino kale on this row. We have some collards that are gonna be going out, and we'll get some greens in here. And then we have another row that I'm cropping out that we'll wood chip, and then we'll get some more dino kale or green curly kale. And this last house, that's almost tripped. This kale is turning out beautifully. Here's some winter kale. I'll probably get one more harvest off of this, and then we will take it out, we'll crop it out, and we'll let it sit until our next crop comes in on April 3rd. And I'm just playing with that because we're getting some outdoor beds ready too. We have some lettuce on this row. The transplants for this are really, really tiny. Not ideal for me, but I'll take it. And then we're gonna go ahead and tarp this row and get some crops in. I'm just gonna even it out and then get some more greens in. And then we have some more winter stuff. We didn't tarp this house at all. We have some collards, then we have some kale here on this row. We didn't tarp it, so the weeds are growing up under the kale. And then on this row, I'm getting ready to plant some dino kale and finish this row off. So we're making a lot of progress here. And we have the irrigation going it's been going really, really well. And then this last house, we have some collards on this wall here, some celery, 50 feet of celery that I'm gonna crop out this week. And then we'll get some tomatoes in. Some collards, we'll probably get 2 harvests off of these. And then we have some more kale in this last row. So everything here, I had to show you all the big greenhouse. Everything here, this is the first time ever in the existence of the farm that the whole farm is planted up, all 7 houses. So I'm really excited about that. And I know someone's probably thinking, did you do this by yourself? I actually did. So we're gonna hire somebody, probably by the end of March we can start looking. But our next shipment of plants comes in April 3rd, and we have to get some outdoor fields ready. This area that you see here is flooded. It floods real easily, it's not flooded now, but it floods real easily. So I'm not gonna plant in this area, but the back space that's tarped, I will plant here. And I'm gonna actually bring some sandbags over here just to get this area tidy here. But we're gonna plant in these 50-foot plots here. That's our new system that we're using. And here are the sandbags right here. They've been really helpful, but I just need to pull it tighter to get the slack out, to get this more flush to the ground. And then lastly, we have one of my tomato plants got killed last night. But we have tomatoes in right here. It's the earliest we've ever planted tomatoes. We have them all in this row here. I need to actually replant here. I think we got some damage from Mr. Tarp hitting it. But here's the greenhouse that the student did a really good job. Our celery's starting to come in, starting to recover. We have a kale mix. I'm still working on germination down here. And I'll let you know how we fix that if we ever get to it. But this celery over here is gonna get cropped out. We have some more in here that's gonna get cropped out. Or as I make another assessment. But it's about time to get all these tarps up and to get this place more spring oriented. But everything is looking good here. And then we have some outdoor beds that we're prepping, some space right now. This right here, prepping this area. I'm only gonna do 4 50-foot beds here, but we might end up squeezing in 6, just to about right here. But I'm just cropping up, like I'm just getting the weeds down in the whole area, just so we don't have weeds. We're fighting weeds so heavily during the spring. I'm trying to avoid that. And then we're tarping quite a bit of space out here at the farm. There's some beds here, maybe some beds up here. And then we have a new addition coming. If everything works out, we have a new addition coming to the farm. And that addition will be chickens. And they will have plenty of space to forage. We're gonna put them in movable coops, and I'll make sure to keep you all updated. But if y'all got any questions, I just wanna give y'all a quick update. So Cameron did an excellent job at the farm. It's probably about a month since he was last here. That's when I made the video. But when I got back, everything looked good. There were a couple little mishaps, but it put us in a great space to continue to keep growing. So we're just gonna keep on farming. I'm hoping that we can have these outdoor beds made up by April 3rd. And then that new wave of crops will come in. Some will go in the houses and some will go out, mostly will go outdoor. Oh, I didn't show y'all this either. I've been making a lot of progress. I forgot. A lot happens out here. I feel like I'm becoming a better farmer and I'm getting a better like farmer mode. I do think we can get more efficient in certain spaces, like getting a paper pot transplanter to put lettuces out. But this space here, I'm gonna start prepping for, we got another caterpillar tunnel going up. So I've been building this by myself. We just need to put the plastic and put the strings over and wiggle wire. And I gotta prep the space in here, so I'm gonna probably start working the ground today. So if y'all have any questions, leave them in the chat. But we're gearing up for a good spring, and we're gonna be getting more bees. So I'll make sure to take the Osmo as we're catching swarms in the next few weeks. So see y'all soon.